Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Holy shit. Come on, Gamescom, what are you doing?
This is it.
Schwammkopf. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, nicht dehydrated, auch wenn das offenbar ganz viele von euch suchen, wie mir bei meiner Recherche aufgefallen ist.
Let's see it.
Darum soll es in unserem nächsten Panel gehen. Das Ganze ist ein Remake des Originalspiels von 2003 und damit ich nicht ganz alleine hier sitze und euch über das neue Spiel berichte, habe ich mir einen der Entwickler eingeladen, Martin Kreut. Herzlich willkommen. Du bist Producer bei THQ Nordic. Was genau machst du beim Spiel?
Ich bin quasi beim Publisher, Producer. Das heißt, ich arbeite direkt mit dem Team einfach daran, dass das Spiel pünktlich ist, dass es
This is the first look, as early as possible.
dass das Team alle Unterstützung hat, die sie irgendwie brauchen, um das
Dave, what are they saying?
zu machen. Und dass auf der anderen Seite unsere Leute von der Publishing-Seite einfach Marketing-Assets haben, Screenshots, Videos.
Alright, this isn't appropriate. Get rid of this guy. Thank you. This is a producer from THQ Nordic. Stay, thank you for the 2 months, man.
Gleichzeitig halt auch wirklich mit dem Team daran arbeiten, wie kann man dieses Spiel von
Thank God we have Germans in here to help us translate this.
Yeah, Dave needs to fucking translate everything.
Wie macht man das möglichst gut wieder in der heutigen Zeit für moderne
Yeah, it's gonna be in English tomorrow. It's in German today, though. We're just obsessed, so we need to see it now.
Du hast mir jetzt gerade schon ein richtig gutes Stichwort gegeben.
Also, Stay Cagey, thank you for the 2 months, man, again.
Bestellt habe, oder die ich mir bei sehr vielen Remakes stelle, wieso legt man ein 15 Jahre altes Spiel nochmal neu auf?
Es ist einfach ein Kult-Klassiker.
If this is just a Q&A, I need to see this game right now. I need to see this game right now. EJ, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back.
Alle Sprecher von Mr. Krabs, von SpongeBob und so weiter und so fort.
Dave said he said it.
Oh shit, here it is!
Das Spiel ist einfach gut und es ist auch seit wir
Alright, I don't know about that camera so far.
Alle gefragt haben die ganze Zeit, hey bitte bringt uns doch dieses Spiel zurück. Das ist einfach das beliebteste SpongeBob-Spiel, das es jemals gegeben hat. Und es ist selbst das alte Spiel von.
Alright, it's early game. It's early. It's pretty early.
Wir remaken es from scratch, also komplett neu mit Unreal Engine 4.
This is early
Early
gameplay, guys.
Man sieht es schaut einfach ganz viel schöner aus. Du kannst viel besser diese Welt wiedergeben, die Leute so gern mögen. Und ja, die Leute wollen es einfach wieder haben und manche wollen es auch jetzt vielleicht mit ihren Kindern spielen und so weiter und denen zeigen, warum das ihr Lieblingsspiel
Oh,
war.
that's
Du
rough.
hast gerade schon gesagt, es ist von vielen Leuten das Lieblingsspiel gewesen, aber nicht nur das, sondern es war ja für sehr viele, für fast eine ganze Generation, war es ja das erste Spiel, was sie auf der PlayStation gespielt haben damals. Also ich bin jetzt schon einen Ticken zu alt tatsächlich, ich falle da gerade so noch raus, aber ich weiß von ganz vielen, vor allem nachdem das auf der E3 dieses Jahr angekündigt wurde, das ging ja total in die Decke. Und,
This is really early development.
Ja, genau.
Und das war ja auch ein Grund, warum wir
This is like really early development.
Wir bleiben sehr nah am Original, wir verändern primär die Dinge, die sich einfach heutzutage Saving-Systeme und lauter solche Sachen, die ein moderner Spieler einfach sich gar nicht mehr so ganz erinnert, dass das damals vielleicht nicht so gut war. Aber wir versuchen quasi das Spiel so zu machen, dass die Leute das Gefühl haben, ach so war das damals, obwohl es auf vielen Ecken
Jump height though.
Und ansonsten, also das Hauptspiel.
Alright, well let's like try to focus on like what we're actually looking at here.
Alle Action und so weiter.
So
zusätzlich machen wir halt einfach
the first thing that we notice is that I'm just gonna turn this down because he's alright. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. So the first thing that we notice is that it's really stiff. You can tell by the gameplay that it's really stiff. But the good news is that you can walk and attack at the same time. I was worried about that. That's a plus. You can jump really fucking high too.
Why is that camera angled so high up?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like the camera is like really high, exactly.
The camera just goes to fucking space whenever you jump.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like way down. This is super early development, man.
I didn't even do barrel skip. What a loser.
No barrel skip. Oh, there's a sock. So everything's in bubbles, like, apparently, right now.
Same audio clips.
on- und offline, wo man wirklich mit einem Freund gemeinsam oder einer Freundin gemeinsam Horden von Robotern gemeinsam wegprügeln kann. Weil eben viele Leute
Well, the OST it's the original OST. You can at least see that. Also,
dass man es einfach gemeinsam spielen kann.
that's different. There's not usually like that big of a gap there to cross. I guess that's kind of like casually that actually is good though, because this part is actually better game design casually. Because you have to wait for the ball to come down. See that?
Somebody take the clip of that damage that he took right there and see if there's a frame in between where you're standing. Somebody look.
That's a good idea.
Run that shit frame by frame.
But I don't know. It's a different engine. This 100% confirms that it's a different engine. 100%. So, and also SpongeBob Square, which is one of my fears as well. It's gonna be Square. I mean, I like the direction, but it just looks like it's so stiff. Like it looks like it's really. It looks rough.
That bash animation looks so weird. Oh, there's no
Cutscene in HD.
Here we go. Hammer skip time.
Alright, let's see it. Let's see that one frame. Let's see that one frame, boys.
The hammer bot looks actually great. Their robots look really fucking good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, like the models look good, but the animation and the movement both look really, really rough, and the camera looks super rough as well. But that's all this game is. This game is just like smooth movement and animation. That's all the game is. So if you don't get that right, like, you know, it's just super early. It's too early to tell. Exactly, it's like pre-alpha.
I want to see some gameplay with Patrick, man. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, it's early in development. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, first impressions, I'm gonna be honest, not so good, but it's also very early. I'm surprised they were even gonna show it this early. I think they're only doing this because they were just begged to show it.
Dave, tell us if he talks about us. He says cruise boost, you gotta tell us.
What do I think needs to be changed? The first thing you gotta change is the camera. You gotta fix that camera. That's not the perfect 10 out of 10 camera that we're used to. I like the landscape.
It looks really good. It's just the movement's stiff as shit.
Yeah, the movement and animation both look stiff, and the camera's bad, but it looks good other than that, honestly. Yeah, but like, remember guys that when the original game was in beta alpha, like it looked worse. Like have you ever seen beta footage for battle? It looked terrible. So this is already off to a pretty decent start, I would say. Yo, what's up, Prawn? Thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. Welcome aboard. We got some more people. We got Felt Tip Marker. Thank you for the 11 months. Thank you for the 11 months, man. We're gonna see another part of the game. Yeah, we saw a little clip of Jellyfish Fields. Yeah, that's another thing too, is the bloom and saturation are both really, really high. We're being critical for a game that's in pre-alpha. But the one thing that did have me worried though was the camera angle. The camera angle has me worried because I feel like that's something that you should just be able to get right, like right off the bat, you know? Yeah, like when you jump, the camera like zooms down on you. Yeah, but have you seen beta footage of battle? Let me get that on the screen. Hold on.
9 Punkte, das sind 10 Sekunden pro Frage. Ich würde sagen, das ist gut. Und du gewinnst nichts. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. So, vielen Dank. Hier geht es als nächstes weiter mit Cyberpunk.
Have you guys seen this?
Da begrüßt euch dann der Michi mit einem der Entwickler von Cyberpunk 2077.
What did I just click on?
Die wichtigste Frage der Videospielwelt klären ist es CD-Projekt
Oh.
Red oder CD Projekt.
I'm getting all these weird recommendations now. This isn't the one that I was talking about. This is like... This is a little bit later. Alright. Wait, let's... Early alpha footage. How did I randomly click on this? And now I'm getting all these recommendations for fucking Toby. Good old Toby. Here it is. This is the really early one. Is it this one? Where's the one with the fucking... This is still not the right one. Where... You know what I'm talking about, right? The one with the spatulas and stuff. It looks like garbage. Where is this thing?
I'm trying to find it. I can't find it.
You know which one I'm talking about, though, right?
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Alpha footage. It's all rehydrated clickbait. Where is this thing? The stream's over. They showed the gameplay.
Well,
where is this thing? Like I gotta show you guys this beta. Stay here. I gotta show you the beta footage for the original. It's gotta be here somewhere. I think this might actually be it. This is it. Yeah, this actually is it. Okay. Yeah, so just look at how this game looks in its early its beta stage. This game is in pre-alpha, by the way. The one we just watched is pre-alpha. Like, this looks pretty damn similar to what we just watched, right? This is the game. This is our game, and our game that we play now in pre-alpha. Probably. Early footage. It kind of looks like shit, right? Okay, but you haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, the movement looks more fluid. I agree. But you have to see, like, this next part. I mean... I don't know. Where are the golden spatulas that sit on the ground? Like the 2D GUI, it's got all that stuff. Like, look at that. Oh god, I love this. I wish they kept that. It's so bad.
sliding at her tail.
Yeah. I mean, this looks more fluent than what we just saw. I agree. I guess we can watch it back again. Hold on. This was supposed to be a full level. Did you guys know that? Industrial Park was supposed to be a full level.
The Chuck said this was 5 months.
This is 5 months into development.
5 months before release of the game.
Jesus Christ. They really did an overhaul. Look at this attack. Look at this fucking attack move. That was gonna be his attack. This game still looks really smooth for being so early, though. I mean, this was actually technically halfway through its lifetime of development. I don't understand how they managed to pull that off, but okay.
I got the Euro timestamp and all.
What's the name? Oh yeah, can you give it to me?
Yeah, it's in the DM.
Cool. Let's watch this again. Yeah, first impression's not so good, I'm going to be honest. But, yeah, it's not too late. Okay, so let's fucking break this down right now, live on stream. First thing that I noticed as soon as this loads in, I think I missed it. Okay, this is the first thing I noticed. The first thing I noticed was the camera. The absolute first thing that I noticed was the camera. That was the first thing. The second thing that I noticed was the trees that you jump on. And the third thing I noticed was how the shiny objects kind of like sit in your, yeah, they kind of like the way they attract you and like go to your count. This is all like beta shit. Like obviously the animations aren't ironed out yet, but I'm just more concerned about the movement though. Like look at how this. I mean, I guess that's more of like an animation thing. I think the reason why I'm kind of like weirded out by this whole like slamming animation here is because of how slowly you fall. You see how he kind of just like floats down? Like it feels like a really, really floaty game. And the way you like jump so high as well, it just seems really fucking floaty. So I think that we can 100% rule out that at this point in time, cruise boosting does not exist. It does not work. So it's probably not going to happen. We knew that wasn't going to be a thing, though. That's fine. Again, like, okay, this right here. At this moment, I was just like, oh no. Like, okay, watch the animation. Like, it just looks like, not the animation, but like the way he like goes up and down. He doesn't really like kind of slowly drift down. It just seems like this game's physics engine is like really, really stiff from what I'm watching.
Yeah, I don't like how it like propels him downwards after that. You know what? You see what I mean?
He goes up and down in the same speed.
Yeah. Sizzle, thanks to the 250. Yeah, we're rewatching it now. It's okay. It's okay if you missed it. Thank you, Waluigi, for the 6 months, and Flareon, thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, it's early alpha. Like they said it's early alpha, pre-alpha. See that pre-alpha footage? So it's really fucking early. There's still a lot of time for them to fix this. I just feel like, I mean, they got the right idea in some parts, but they're just the little things, you know. Like we're gonna ignore the fact that checkpoint's facing the wrong way. Like stuff like that doesn't matter at all. Like that's obviously gonna get fixed, but the small stuff like how the robots get knocked around. Like look at this. See this? See how the robots just kind of like they just kind of fall back and die without bouncing around. Watch this clip. See that? It just like kind of breaks when it hits down. Now watch when he goes after this next robot. Also, you jump really fucking high in this game. Okay, well he doesn't hit it, but yeah. When you hit robots, here, hit this one, please. Please hit it. I need to see another example. Yeah, okay. That's the thing, is like this is really fucking important that you get this. Like this is already like this part here. The fact that the robots don't tumble and bounce around, that's what makes the combat in this game so fun, is that you can hit the robots into each other. But they just kind of explode when they hit the ground. Yeah, we're not going to worry about how it looks. This is obviously like, this is pre-alpha stuff, but just like looking at it at face value, like how the game's mechanics interact with one another, it seems like there's not really a strong grasp on how the movement's supposed to work in this game yet. And it also seems like the combat's not really like, yeah. I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine, but like these are more of like criticisms from like someone who's played the game for thousands of hours. I mean, you guys, again, like you guys have watched this game, and some of you guys have also ran it as well. Like it looks like it's, you know, it looks a little bit floaty and slow. And the combat looks like it's kind of not the way it should work with the there's no tumbling. Like they just kind of, you hit them and they just kind of explode on the spot. I like the additions with the robots being destroyed on the ground. I think that's pretty cool. I just feel bad because I feel like these guys were kind of like, they felt forced to push this out right now because everybody's nagging them to do it. That's my impression. Okay, this we need to look at. This we need to absolutely. This is like one of the most important things about this game. We have to analyze this shit right here. Okay, so I don't know, what does this look like to you? Let me put it in like slow-mo. I can't tell if he's like locked in animation or if he gets like stopped right away.
Is there no damage animation?
It doesn't, maybe there isn't one yet, but like, okay, so if you're new watching this, or if you don't know like what we're looking for here, there's a mechanic in this game where if you get hit by something, yeah, there's no animation, yeah. There's nothing to really look at here, but what we were looking at is that if you get hit by something, and there's one frame between getting hit, like the hit animation, and being able to walk again, where you can input a grounded move in midair. So that's the one frame damage boost that this game is like famous for. We're looking to see if like there could possibly be a way to overlap jumping frames in this, but that's probably not going to happen. I'm just kind of also wondering like how the damage works in this game as well. I mean, this looks pretty normal for getting hit off of something, you know. The lighting is going to get fixed. This game isn't pre-alpha. It's not going to look like this.
You can see him move around like he's trying to go in different directions, so there is momentum.
Yeah, let's watch this again at full speed. It looks like you're stuck for a little bit, which is how it's like you're stuck for a bit and then you get to move again after a little while. You see that? I need the sound.
Besonders beim Announcement sich sehr drüber gefreut haben, ist, dass man es einfach gibt.
He does move after he gets hit. I mean, that looks pretty normal. There's nothing, again, like, now I'm kind of wishing I went. Because, like, I could tell you how it feels if I went. But I can't tell you shit because I wasn't there. Alright, let's just not dwell on the past. This is fucking... Yeah, they're reusing the assets from the original game. I think they have the they probably have access to the source. It's being made in a new engine, but they most likely have access to the source material. I think they might. Yeah, I could have played it, but it's okay. It's not gonna be our last chance to play this game. Trust me. Yeah, this is exactly the same. This is also being played on an Xbox, by the way. You can tell by the A button being the Xbox A button.
You know,
I mean, I like the direction of the remaster for the terrain. I mean, I like that. I think the robots look good too. It's just there are little quirks. There are little small things that just make it feel like it's just. It feels like it's a slower game, you know? It feels like it's slower, in a way.
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I haven't seen him bubble wand midair at all.
You know what? You're fucking right. Let's.
Which makes me a little nervous.
Okay, let's watch this again. That's actually a really good point. Holy shit, I didn't even think of that.
Whenever he's in the air, he does a slam. That's so true.
I mean, that could also be just like not doing it, but we just don't know because I fucking didn't go to play the game. This is on 2x speed, by the way. Okay, wait. Let's play this on 1.5x speed. This is a little social experiment we're gonna do. That looks closer to what it's supposed to look like, right? It seems like the game is like playing on 75% speed when I watch this. Doesn't it kind of feel that way? It feels like I'm watching on like 75% speed. But yeah, you're kind of right. Like I don't see him using the attack in midair. But why would he though? Like again, like if you're just a guy who's like testing the game, like why would you be attacking in midair if there's nothing to attack? Like obviously he's going to use the bash attack here, which looks pretty rough, but that's beside the point. Like why would you attack in midair if there's so like maybe there he could have done it? I don't know. Yeah, it's pre-alpha. Like, obviously the models aren't going to look good. We're analyzing the movement. I like the new camera angle for that cutscene, though. The original camera angle for that cutscene kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. That's a good improvement. But you're right though. Like I haven't seen him use his bubble wand in midair once.
Yeah. It's like it's not only for attack, like it's also to make longer jumps too, which he hasn't been doing.
I don't mind the change from shiny objects to shiny things because it's easier to say. Like I think that's actually a good change. That's super nitpicky. I think that's actually a good change. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Okay, that actually looks good. Hold on. This actually looks pretty okay. There's momentum in this game. Watch this. Ready? This game has momentum. Dude, honestly, like, I don't think this looks that bad. It looks different. It's not what we're used to, but it's really not that bad. Like, he has moon jumps, sure. And I think what we're looking at looks so weird is, like, you see how he jumps? He jumps and he's kind of like locked in one direction when he jumps. It looks like when he jumps, he has less control over where he's going. He kind of like ragdolls, you know? It is slow. It looks like, because we're used to the original game where it's like really snappy. And you can kind of like change your direction at will whenever you want. It's just like very different movement. It looks like when he jumps, he has like not too much control over where he's going, which I guess it's kind of like he's more like he's underwater in this game. Like, you know how when you jump in water, you kind of like slowly drift? You got Spectrum, Dan. Yeah, Jared got booted from the call because of internet. It kind of looks like he's like kind of jumping and getting pushed into one direction, like he's underwater.
Great Barrier Reef!
Yo, Navs, what's up? Thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. Welcome aboard. Dude. Oh, my chat's like half blocked. I'm a dumbass. Hold on.
Spectrum is dog shit. I hate this company. So.
Okay, but like here's the thing. Like, if he could spin in midair, why didn't he do it to make that jump? The thing is, I think that spinning to slow yourself in midair is not really an intended mechanic. I don't know. I haven't seen him grab a ledge yet either. Have you seen him grab a ledge yet?
No.
That's concerning too.
I wish.
It's like Creature from the Krusty Krab. Creature from the Krusty Krab doesn't have ledge grabs, does it? Can you recreate renderware physics in a modern game engine though? Probably not, but again, like, it's like I think for pre-alpha they got the right idea though. Like we're kind of treating this like we're watching. At first, like I think it's okay to just react that way when you first look at it, but the more I'm watching it, the more I see potential. It's just different than what we're used to. That's what it is. The camera angle that's got to change. That's the one thing that's like, I feel like they got to be told, I guess. Also, what's up with the timer?
I think it's just the demo timer.
Yeah, so when it stops, you got to let somebody else take your turn or whatever. It's like part of the program. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm trying to see. That makes like a hammer skip kind of thing look really easy. You
What?
see how low that ledge was on the right side where hammer skip is? It's not the same terrain.
I can barely see it because the camera is just so, like, it's so bad. I'll say it, the camera's bad. But a lot of this game looks fine so far, though. I'm just happy that SpongeBob doesn't look like, okay, like, the concept art for SpongeBob was kind of concerning, but this looks at least okay. This looks fine. I think this looks fine. It's a little bit saturated, but I think it's fine for now. The whole game looks like super saturated, I guess. I don't know. But again, that'll change in the future.
It's a small thing, but I'm really happy that so far the Gary dialogue has been the exact same, and the animation for the hammer cut scene has been almost identical.
Yeah. This is 30 FPS, by the way. Yeah, right? It looks 30. Maybe that's like the stream quality. 1080p 60, yeah. I think this game is 30 FPS right now. Come on.
The walking movement also looks like very drifty. I don't know if you noticed, but like he'll walk in one direction, move his camera, and he'll still be sliding in the other direction,
yeah.
But like trying to walk the other way.
Dude, I don't know. Like I think I don't know. We're not expecting the same game, so there aren't like. You can tell there's momentum in this game. Like you can tell that there's momentum in this game. That is like very clear when you see this. The drifting is a thing. You can tell how when he jumps on the bouncing shit, he kind of just like slowly drifts down. That looks hella scripted though. This trampoline looks hella scripted. I mean, it's scripted in the original game, but it just looks less smooth, I guess. That's a scripted trampoline in the original. Non-scripted trampolines, here. Let's look at how these barrels move. Even though these barrels are also scripted as well. I want to watch this. I want to watch this on this speed, 1.25 times speed. This looks more like the original now. Look. This looks actually good now. On 1.25 times speed, this looks good. You watching this? I mean, it doesn't look like the original as much, but it's still like it looks fast.
Yeah, I like the fast.
I think it's just that we're so used to watching the original that it looks like it obviously looks like it's not the same, but we didn't know what to expect going into this. We didn't know what to expect, so we kind of defaulted to looking at it like the way it's supposed to, like the way that we are used to seeing it.
You're saying that shiny objects don't auto fly to someone auto fly to you after you killed something.
Oh really?
I haven't seen.
I just no look. See, it does. See it.
They're saying after robots.
We're watching on 1.25 times speed, by the way. Which I like this game on 1.25 times speed, but then you go back to the original, which is ×1, and it looks floaty as hell.
Yeah, the shinies from the fodder didn't come to you.
Really?
Huh.
I was paying attention to the player. Hold on. No, they did. Look.
They did?
See? Wait.
The counters
no,
at 49.
Yeah, they didn't. Holy shit. It looked like it did for a second.
Yeah, counter didn't move up at all. Holy shit.
Damn, so on a run we have to manually collect shinies if they don't fix that.
Pre-alpha. Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah, we still got alpha, beta.
So the shiny, what do we know so far? The shinies don't attract. We have momentum. What was I gonna say? The shinies don't attract. There is momentum in this game. We don't know if you can spin attack in the air. The shinies attract. Oh, they took a little bit, but they... Oh, wait, hold on. They catch up with you. Yeah, they took a little bit. I think they land on the ground and then they attract.
Oh yeah, you did see the blue. Yeah.
2 blues and a red. Thank God.
Auf seiner Zunge herumskaten, du kannst dich in einen Ball verwandeln, du kannst mit deiner Unterhose Bungee Jumping machen und so weiter und so weiter. Es ist auch einfach nur ein extrem lustiges Spiel, dass man schnell nimmst den Controller.
Yeah, the animations are obviously not polished. I'm just trying to like look past it and see how the...
Und wenn du dann noch SpongeBob-Fan bist, dann ist es überhaupt die Ultimate Experience.
I mean, it's hard to do it without a side-by-side. You know what I should do? I should try to replicate this exact thing in the original game and just play them next to each other. That would look pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Just try to do the whole thing. I mean, that'd be like pretty okay for like to... I mean, even to show them too. Like, this is how it plays, I guess. I don't know, but you can tell like there's stuff that's obviously unfinished. That's not what we're concerned with here. An hour? You think it's only going to be... Dude, this is going to be like 3 hours when this game first comes out. Battle for Bikini Bottom is like it takes like 5 hours to beat it casually. The reason why we can beat this game in 50 minutes is because it's fucking busted as shit. This is not going to be a 2-hour run at the start. Absolutely not. It's going to take like 3 or 4 hours probably. Okay, I think I know what it is that's bothering me. I think I know what it is. Do you see how snappy it is when he gets hit? He gets like displaced. Dude, I think we're going to have like clipping with this shit. I feel like you're going to be able to clip through stuff with this. You see how fast he gets hit? Look at this.
Yeah, you get launched out fast, and then I think your momentum disappears after that, which means like stuff like oil skip wouldn't be possible if your momentum doesn't.
Yeah, that is true. It's like set knockback. That's what it is. I think it's set knockback. Is that the only time he gets hit?
Yeah.
No, we're talking like 3 hours for an any percent speed run. That's what we're talking about. Because this game looks stiff as hell. I wanted to see the hand. I wanted to see the hand come up.
I want to see the hand. Dude, I want to see a level like Rock Bottom or something. I want to see something like that.
Okay, like you guys, this might even be your first time watching this run. I mean, this game played casually. If you've never seen it played casually before, if you're used to this, if you've watching this channel for all your BFB content up until now, like you probably haven't even seen this game be played casually. But okay, so you know how in the speed run we jump into that ditch that's like way out, like in front of me right now. You see the place with the tiki and the bubble on top of it and the tree? We jump into that ditch and grab the spatula, and then we pause the game and warp up to where Gary is. Like, you go from here all the way, skip, all the way up to here. You guys know that? You remember in the speed run, you jump into the ditch and then you teleport up here? The reason why you can do that is because we disabled the hand that grabs you when you go out of bounds. That's the biggest exploit in the entire game. People think that cruise boosting is the most broken thing in the game. It's actually the second most broken thing in the game. The most broken element in the entire game is disabling the hand. That's what allows you to skip the entire first section of this level, and then you skip the entire second section of the first level with damage boosting. So that's what allows you to do all this crazy shit. Is you can just disabling the hand, cruise boosting, damage boosting, SBA, and then like I guess like grab clipping is like probably the next most broken thing after that. But we already expected like grab clipping's not going to work in this game because again, like the game that we're talking about was made in 2003. The edges are like really flat and sharp. So pretty much, I guess, the way the game is programmed is that if the game detects a flat ledge, you can grab it. That's pretty much it. So if the polygons and objects in the game are flat, you can just grab them. So because we're looking at a game with much more defined geometry, you're not going to be able to grab into shit like you can in the original game. So that was expected. Like, the clips are probably not going to work. That was expected, but again, cruise boosting as well, disabling the hand, that stuff's not going to work as well. So you can't be mad when this game gets a 3-hour 90% speed run. It's not as broken as the original. That's just not going to happen.
I'm sad we didn't get to see the hand in action.
I mean, this is pretty much what I expected, though. I expected it to just be a Jellyfish Field tutorial, because that was the original demo from the first time the game was released. Okay, right away here, this looks skippable. But at the same time, do you see how this looks right here? Like, this looks like... It looks like if you were able to jump, you probably can jump there and ledge grab. This is just like pure speculation, but do you see the distance between this cliff, this part on the left? Do you see the distance between that cliff on the bottom and the grass field to the left of it? I feel like if you were able to grab a ledge, you'd be able to grab it in this situation. I just want him to turn his camera. Yeah, see that? Do you think there's like an invisible wall right there? Yeah, when a game gets patched, it sucks for everybody because it makes it more confusing to get into the run. Unless it's on Steam, because in Steam you can have like older versions playable. But I'm trying to like judge this. It's kind of hard to tell because everything's like so close together. It almost feels like claustrophobic, but you take a look at the left side, right? I'll show you again. It looks like because you jump so high, you should be able to grab that ledge. So if that were something they were considering, I feel like I don't know if you can ledge grab in this game. You probably can, but like we haven't seen it yet. That's the thing, is we haven't seen it, so we don't know if you can. Okay, but like the animation stuff, his arms come out of himself and not his pants like the original. Like obviously that's just going to be fixed when they finish the game. Like this is pre-alpha footage. It's not going to look the same way it's going to look when it's done. What we're focusing on right now is momentum, combat. Again, the things that I'm personally worried about, first thing that I saw, the camera. The first thing that I'm worried about is the camera. The second thing that I'm worried about is how you hit a robot, it just explodes. Like when it makes contact with the ground, it doesn't bounce, it explodes. That's the other thing I'm worried about. The third thing I'm worried about is the damage. It looks like this game has set knockback. That's why I'm worried. Like that's probably the thing that I'm most worried about in this game, is that it has like some momentum when it comes to like trampolines and stuff, but this looks like set knockback to me, which means that damage boosts aren't going to work because set knockback. I mean, at least it looks good. Like I think it looks good. It's a little bit too saturated, but it looks like they're going in the right direction with it. I feel like they're going in the right direction with it.
Like models and shit look fantastic.
Yeah. Like the SpongeBob looking more like his 2019 self than his 2003 self is more of a picky nitpick thing for me. But I like the little urchins on the walls and stuff.
The landscape is like actually really incredible.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So what it originally is, it's 10 times better.
100% agree on that. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Who else saw that? Tell me you saw that. Who else saw that? This is actually really good. Watch. First, like, 2 frames, you can see this. He's tiptoeing. So they kept tiptoeing in the game. I feel like if you... Dude, I want to say that they know what they're doing. Like, this... There are a lot of people who don't even know that you can tiptoe in this game. Like, most people who play this game casually don't even know that.
Do you think tiptoeing was added only for sleepy time?
You're right. Yeah,
I think that's why it was added.
That is true. They had to for sleepy times. But there are so many people who played this game when they were kids who didn't realize that right off the bat. So they came back with the cruise bubble to hit the sleepy times. Yeah, it's a specific mechanic, but you have to know they at least played the game. I'm just joking. But, like, yeah. I mean, base game mechanics are all there. They just look like they feel really wonky. I would have loved to try to speedrun the first level and just, like, record it, but again, it would have been such a hassle to go. The more I watch it, the more I like it, though. Like, the more I watch it, the more I like it. I'm being completely honest right now. 100% honest.
I think it'll only grow on us.
It's the reason why this is good, though, is because it's not putting us in a position where we have to pick between the games. Like, this is a completely different game we're looking at right here. I just hate the camera. I just fucking hate the camera.
No looking around it.
They have to fix the camera. That's the one thing they have to. If they fix anything, they have to fix the camera. All right, so we're being completely 100% fair here. Things they have to fix in this game. 1, the camera. That's 100% necessary. They have to fix this. 2, this. I hate this. This is so hard to watch. That needs to be fixed. This needs to be fixed. See how the robots tumble? The robots don't tumble. They just kind of get hit and they just break on the spot. Come on, hit him. That needs to be fixed. We don't know if you can grab the ledge yet. Okay, here's another thing too that I just noticed now. Watch how the camera moves when you land on the ground. Again, this is just a camera thing, but yeah. It takes like a second to update to turn them down. I want to show you guys. I mean, I have the fucking game. I can just turn it on right now. Hold on. I want to show you guys side-by-side comparison of how this game is supposed to look. Now we're getting into the real shit, boys. Okay. Alright, let's start from the beginning. Alright.
They're doing more stuff.
Really?
For this game. Not today. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, yeah. Yeah.
15, 30, and 6. So for our time, it's what? 10:30 and 9:30.
Wait, say that again.
It says on the schedule 15:30 and 16:30, so it should be like 9:30 and 10:30. They're doing more shit for this game tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I'll probably wake up early for that. But yeah, okay. So what I was talking about with the camera, I want to show you the thing with the camera. Okay, this is another thing too, is that the level feels claustrophobic a little bit, where there's not, like, I'm in the same exact area that's on the screen now. There's something about it that makes it feel smaller. I don't know what it is, but that's not the main point that I was making. This is the main point that I was making. When you land, look at how the camera snaps back. The camera just immediately follows you. I mean, you can see the difference here. Like, if you look, I'm in the same exact spot here.
You should recreate the slam at the same exact time that they do.
I just want you guys to, like, I'm not nitpicking. I want you guys to, like, see what I'm talking about. Look at the camera angle right now. Do you see, like, look out in the sky. Do you see the field of view right now? Like, this exact frame right here. This is the difference. Like, that's a fucking huge difference, man. This is it almost looks like this. Like this. Another thing, too, is that the camera zooms in on you when you look down, which is really nice as well, because it's, like, not really, like, it's hard to explain. It's nice for looking around and observing shit. Again, like, we can't see him playing. This is pre-recorded footage, so we can't really see, like, what he's doing with the camera. That's another thing, too. Okay, that's another thing. Hold on. Let's replay this. I don't know if they were. I feel like that'd be a pain in the ass to hold the camera like this. Like, the camera's like straight up holded like this and held like this, and he's like running around like this. The camera straight up looks like this. Like, this is what the camera looks like right now. This is, yeah, it looks just like this. This is the part where you appreciate how good the camera in this game is. Because, like, this is kind of,
imagine playing like that.
Yeah, this is kind of what it looks like this. It's just such a big difference, man. I feel like you have to get that right. Like, this is the game.
We have to just, like, make it obvious to them that we want a camera change, and maybe they'll do it. It can't be that hard to change the positioning of the camera. All you have to do is just make it more behind him. The thing is, the camera is normal when he's not jumping, but as soon as he jumps, it goes upwards.
I would take this. I would take this over what they have right now. Even this looks better. Because the camera, like, follows him. It's not above him. It's behind him, not, like, angled.
Yeah, it should be more behind. And when you jump, it shouldn't be going upwards. If you want to make your camera go upwards, you hold up on the stick if you really want, you know, above your self view.
Okay, this is another thing too. You see what I was talking about with the robots? Watch this. See, it's kind of hard to tell though, because like in this situation, like, they don't tumble, but it looks to me like they're not, like, when you hit them, they go so much farther in this game, right? Yeah,
the fodders go way further in the original game. Like, they actually launch, they soar. They kind of just go up and back down in the.
What do you have to do to get these things to bounce? I guess that's not really a fair evaluation, because it's hard to get, like, it's kind of hard to get them to bounce. But it looks like kind of scripted. Yeah, they go farther. But I'll show you. You can hit these things into each other. Do the fodders do tumble, right? They do tumble. I'm not crazy, right? I know the buzzbots tumble, but I don't know if these tumble. Yeah, like this game has, like, all ragdoll physics. That's why it's, yeah, even there you can tell they kind of, like, move a little bit before they decide to break. They do tumble, but I can't reproduce it right now on command. This thing they absolutely do have to get right though. Like, when you hit them into each other, that was a bad example, but yeah. The game kind of, like, auto targets enemies when you hit things, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like in here.
Like all ricochet.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be able to get it here.
Best way to show it's probably just doing tree line.
It was off camera. That's
Can we just talk about how good of a quad you just got right there?
That was insane RNG.
That was literally so good.
Come on, spawn something that can tumble. Yeah, you see how you hit them into each other? I want to see if you can do that. Because they're not tumbling. What do you gotta do to get these things to tumble?
I feel like it just happens. Like, you don't even think about it. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's too early to tell if they tumble or not, based on what we watched, but...
Damn it, I wish you could play this shit so bad.
Same, man.
I wish I could play it.
So, well, we have people who are, like, we know people who are going there, I'm pretty sure. There are people in this community. I'll make a video today, like, hey, if you're watching this game tomorrow, you gotta test this stuff for us. Like, help us out. But, like, look at this. How he hits him, he goes, like, nowhere. I think that the world just feels, like, super small.
It feels so small.
I think it's because it's the camera. The camera makes it feel really small.
When you only see 2 feet in front of you, it's pretty small.
This is the exact same robot. He goes way farther in this game. Like, just like right here. This general, like, view of the game. We're looking at the exact same passage here. I genuinely think it's smaller. Like, look. This is the same exact thing that we're looking at right here. Same exact image. The game just looks smaller. And again, like, it's kind of biased because it different aspect ratio, but like, look at it like this. You see that? Like, not only is the camera closer up. This is a better way to compare. I like this more. You see how I can just...
Wait, how about instead of cropping it, you just, like, actually scale it to a 4:3? Put it over the original game feed and just scale.
Yeah, this is better. Oops. The game looks smaller. Like, it looks like everything's closer together. I couldn't put my... Yeah.
Between the 2 platforms.
I couldn't put my finger on it, but it just feels like it's a smaller game.
Just the walkway where SpongeBob's walking in the new game, it's narrow.
I mean, the jellyfish is there. They're doing a good job at, like, getting close, but this is like a whole, like, this is a huge gap. Also, the original game looks shinier, but that's also because it's pre-alpha, the one we're looking at. No, I don't think it's the grass. The tar bottle's different. Wait, where are you seeing this? They took the TP off the tree. That's just gonna get added in post. That's not important. You gotta be yeah.
The water bottles that are stuck on the ground, they're broken like Laura.
I can't really see them though. Where are you seeing these?
Just go back. It's like up on the platform. He doesn't really walk on it. It's right near the jellyfish. before the walkway we were talking about.
Immer die Dinge, die sich einfach heutzutage Saving-Systeme und lauter solche Sachen, die ein moderner Spieler einfach.
Oh, I know where I'm supposed to look now. No, there it is. Yeah, it's like it looks like a bottle of milk. That's so weird.
Oh, click the link that Tetrax just posted in chat. It's Bubble One in Air.
Bubble One in Air. That's not. Yeah, no. Ooh, that's.
Bubble Wand in Air.
Oh no. All right, boys.
Oh, we're fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. There's no chance.
No, it's worse. It's worse. You just sink straight down.
It's like if you bubble wanded in midair once in the original game, and then you just.
I know it's early. I know it's early, but this is pretty important shit, man. I don't know. It looks a lot smoother when you're playing when somebody else is playing it, though. But like, come on, man, this is like.
That's so important. That's like one of the most important mechanics in our run.
All right, let's actually. I need to show you this. Hold on.
Maybe they made everything smaller so you don't have bigger gaps to cross. So you don't have so much.
You can get through
with the bubble wand.
You can get through the entire game without bubble stalling. Yep. Even the final level. Yeah. Say goodbye to this, by the way. But yeah, that's we already knew that.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Okay, the same exact part. All right, ready? Okay, this is actually a good change. I like they put it higher. I always wonder why this was so low to the ground. But yeah, aside from that. This doesn't need any further explanation. That's just like that one hurts.
God, I forgot how smooth the original game is.
It's so smooth, dude. I don't know how people could ever look at this game and think it's like a licensed shovelware game. This game plays so fucking smooth, man.
Wait, Tetrax, can you post that link again? Because my chat wasn't working when you posted it.
Yeah,
I don't know if that is the result of pre-alpha, because that's like an engine thing. You saw the beta footage of this game that you were showing earlier, right? Like that beta footage, like it looked pretty much the same movement-wise. That's an engine thing.
let me get the video.
Just being able to do this is like so important. This game is so good. This is making me appreciate the original even more. Just like sitting here playing it and watching side by side.
The original videos and
the original video?
Yeah,
Wait, I should fucking tell this person to try shit. What am I doing? Why am I not telling this?
It makes me so mad, because, like, people who don't know anything about the game are gonna be like...
If you could ask this person one thing, what would you ask them? Oh, this person asked 30 or 60 FPS.
I would have asked that as well.
Good question. Ledge grab.
In the tweet replies, it says, it looks just like it used to, but better. No, it fucking does not, dude. Stop lying to yourself. It does not. Oh, it's so weird, dude. It's like...
I feel like the bubble one in the new game is a smaller radius. But maybe that's just because everything's so fucking zoomed in.
No, it definitely is. Look at this. I need to know if you can fucking grab ledges.
Nah, Colby, you're definitely right about the radius thing. The robots have to be like right next to you for you to be able to hit them.
SBA. Yeah, I think you guys already know that's not happening in this game. You can't even.
Let's just hope it doesn't.
You can't even disable the hand. Dude, 100% in this game is actually blessed to have SBA though. Like it's a miracle that 100% is even a runnable category in Battle for Bikini Bottom with how grindy it is casually.
I mean, shiny grinding went from like what 23 minutes 2 years ago to barely a minute.
0. There's no grinding anymore.
Exactly. It's insane.
I had to ask this person if you can grab ledges, dude. I need to know. I need to fucking know. Attack while jumping confirmed. But you sink, so rip. Good news and bad news. There's no way Cruise Bubble is added to the game yet. Absolutely no way. 0% chance. Oh, I fucked up and I posted the... Okay. There's more scheduled for tomorrow. I just got a tweet at me. A man turns into diaper. I'll watch that later.
Twitter is canceled.
Epic.
I can't believe you can't bubble wand in air. There's no bubble stall.
I need this person to tell me if you can grab ledges.
Alright, I'm looking at the bubble one now. It is absolutely smaller. That's such a tight area.
I like the addition of water. Except I'm not sure, do I? Wait, is the hand in this fucking game?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I talked about it earlier.
Dude,
you just don't see it.
Dude,
I wish we saw it.
They're using water. They're using water to cover the boundaries.
Well, go to the beginning where you can see the toll booth.
This is the same area, man. It's not a field, it's Jellyfish Lagoon. Is the hand in this game? If SpongeBob walks too far out the gameplay area, he will be placed back in the last checkpoint. I'm worried. I haven't seen the hand yet.
That's the question that you should have asked her.
Okay, you know what? They probably put this here because it's a demo and they haven't finished the hand mechanics yet. It's pre-alpha. So it's probably like they probably already programmed drowning. Yeah, it's like we're getting ahead of ourselves. It'll be fine. I think that like yo Lunar, thank you for the gift sub to Larva Star. The hand's not in the game yet, but it probably will be later. I think it's safe to assume the hand's not in the game though, based on this though. I mean, the movement looks like fine on it. This is normal speed, right? Now that I'm watching it more, it looks fine. I think it's the 30 FPS that's tripping me out.
I just think it's the attack set, really make everything feel weird.
It's a little bit of both. Oh, that's a nice touch with the Tiki's eyes. You like that? Hold on. Their eyes like rotate. That's cool.
I also noticed near Gary, there's like dead fodders that are on the ground that are just part of the level. You can't interact.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they added stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think the stream is definitely making the colors and frame rate worse than it actually is. You mean the restream, right? Somebody recorded gameplay off their phone and it looks the exact same, so I don't think so. I think this actually does look like it's like exactly the way. I mean, I don't get the redesign for the trees, but I mean, I get what they're trying to do. I get what they're trying to do with the redesign for the colors, though. I guess I think I see why they're doing that.
For what it is, it's kind of really good.
I see why they're doing this, because all the trees in this game look the same. They all have the same colors. I kind of like that they're recoloring the trees. Makes sense. Did I see Bob take damage in the hand? Yeah, I saw that. But I'll watch it again. He didn't take damage, though. Is it over here? The buttons being tiny is a nitpick. Who cares? Oh shit, you're right. This is something for substance. You can act really... Wait. You can act really fast out of this.
Huh.
See how fast that is? The hit stun's really low.
Did he have the attack queued before?
Dude, I would say that if it was clear, if it were clear that it's not scripted damage, then I would say it, like, damage boosting would probably be really good, but the damage boosting looks scripted. You act so fast out of that. I think for an alpha game it looks really good. That's my...
Considering it's from the scratch, yeah.
They gotta fix the camera though. Ugh, the camera just hurts to look at. Look for taxi pad. They wouldn't have added that in yet, I don't think. But there's definitely, like, there's taxi pad in the concept art. They're definitely gonna...
You can see the taxi pad in the beginning of the level.
That's what I'm going for, yeah. Well, you'd be able to see it when he turns around here, actually.
I think you can see it in the bridge cutscene.
The demo is Area 1 in King Jellyfish. It's just like the taxi pad is like kind of see it, but it's so hard because the field of view is so stuffed.
I'm pretty sure you see it during the bridge cutscene when the planks get dropped down.
I think that shiny things is just a translation. I think that's a translation. Shiny things is definitely a that's I just thought of this though, like the shiny things thing is just poor translation. That's all it is. Cuz the guys who are making this, I don't think they're primarily English speakers. Right. It's a translation.
Like objects and things is like the same word, but I still think things is better than objects.
I agree. I 100% agree, definitely.
Austrian.
Oh, you can probably see it here. Yeah, the taxi pad's right there. Up in the corner. Wait, you can't see it because the aspect ratio is fucked. Hold on, let me change this.
I knew I saw it somewhere, I just wasn't sure where.
There you go. See that? Taxi pad. Everybody happy. Yay.
Right, so it's not all water then. Okay.
Right. Yeah, there you go. It's not all water. Okay, I was thinking for a second like, huh. I mean, I guess I can't really see the full terrain. I just don't really see how the water's getting over there. But that's just me. Nitpick.
Yeah, just different
But we're nitpicking an alpha game. I just want to see how the movement looks. I'm just digging for stuff to look into because I just want to talk about this game more. This I can. All right, you know what? It feels weird. They're really slow. They're really slow. They just kind of like trudge at you, and they're not like. Are they usually that slow?
Compare walking speed next to.
I think it's an animation. I think it's just an animation thing. No, they outrun you in this game, I think, don't they? You outrun them a little bit, right? No, they for sure outrun you in this game. That's what it is. They outrun you in this game, and then they attack you. In this game, they don't. In this game, they can't outrun you. Yeah, they're just really fucking slow in this game.
Yeah, I think I like the water, having more water around. It's better than just boring sand. At least water you can texture with like movement.
I suppose. I'd agree if it weren't jellyfish fields.
Right.
Yeah, I think the things that I really got caught on were like the this is the one thing that really bothers me. This right here, and then the camera.
Awful.
Yeah, the bash is awful. But a lot of this game looks pretty good so far, though. I mean, for how early it is, the only thing that seems really stiff is like the. Is he slamming here? I can't tell.
No, I think it's just the camera doing some weird things, because I see what you mean by like it kind of like zooms in.
But do you see how slowly the camera turns down? It's like not as snappy.
No, it takes like a second to 2 seconds to like stabilize.
Yeah, it's just so hard to look at this game because of the camera. That's all it is,
Like
really.
as soon as you walk forward, it like positions itself back downwards.
What is it with this like running speed thing? Like when he runs, he picks up speed. What is it with this like this drag line behind his back? Is that always there?
Could be just visual for sprinting compared to walking or tiptoeing. Because I'm pretty sure Jared's internet just died.
Rip. So I guess we're getting a release date tomorrow.
Wait, a release date?
Maybe. I feel like
shit.
we might get one. I don't know.
I'm even more excited to see what happens tomorrow with what's given today.
There's not going to be much more to. I feel like this is it. Like this is the demo. This is the demo. They might show King Jellyfish tomorrow.
I think seeing a boss gives a lot more substance for
how the combat works.
Yeah. So next year, so 2020. Okay. And that can mean any time in 2020. My guess is probably around this time of the year.
The landscape looks beautiful, at least. Like, that looks really nice.
I'm curious if the hand grabs you if you go onto those lower landscape little areas.
Same, I was about to say that.
Sehr cool. Vielen, vielen Dank. Also für alle, die es 2003 schon gespielt haben und für alle, die es noch nicht gespielt haben und gerne mal ausprobieren wollen.
I don't know, I feel like there's not much else to talk about here. We kind of covered everything. We picked this thing apart. Really. There's not much else to say, I don't think.
Took an hour and just ripped it apart. I'm happy with what it is. I really am.
So far?
Yeah.
I
mean,
agree. I think that
other than the two things that fucking suck, I think it's great.
my first impression was kind of rough. I don't know about you.
The walking animation is a little
It just comes off as jarring the first time you see it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, like the animations, the momentum seem kind of off. It doesn't seem as fluent.
I'm just another like small thing is all the sounds are the same.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah,
I'm so happy about that.
I was worried about that. I was worried about the OST being changed and whatnot.
I just wonder if they ripped every sound file and just made it better, because that way then we know that we have Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy and all those
right. Yeah.
voice lines.
Guys, don't harass this person. I asked one question. I don't want people like spamming. All right. Well. There's not going to be a Mr. Krabs voice in Jellyfish Fields until they get the Jellyfish Lake, which is not finished yet. The voices are the same. So far, the voices are the same, yeah. They might fix Krabs? I don't know.
There's no way they don't.
All the graphic things, like, it looks fine. Like, in alpha, this looks pretty fucking good for an alpha game when it comes to graphics. Like, it absolutely looks good as an alpha game. I'm just worried about the physics. I'm just worried about the physics and the camera, which are the two things I knew I was going to be worried about anyway, so it's fine.
See, and I'm looking at it more like physics are going to be something that'll come a lot later, but seeing how good the game looks already, considering how early in development it is really promising.
Yeah.
And at least we know the game works, quote unquote.
Yeah, like at its core, it's still a 3D platformer. Like it functions as a 3D platformer. It's like it's stable. Yeah. It looks like it's 7 p.m. the whole time. Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious what the skyboxes are going to look like in every level. Especially levels like Graveyard, Kelp Forest, and Rock Bottom.
I can't even see the sky because it's... Oh, God.
He, like, looks up when he's going up for a little bit.
I see the sky now. It also like drags your camera when you jump as well. That's kind of annoying.
as soon as you go upwards, the camera just shoots straight down.
Yeah. I'm just worried that like these little cliff things, you can't jump on them. I really hope it's not like stiff and like the game like walls you in. What if the horizontal control isn't inverted? Inverted controls, it's a good point. I really hope they could probably change that on PC though. The robots look good.
The hammer looks insane, and like where the bone is and like the meat, it like throws out like fire or something when it hits the ground.
Yeah, Seal. That's what it seems like. That's what I was saying before. Like when you jump, it looks in a certain direction. But it's automatic in this game too. Like when you walk around, it's just like you have more control in this game. It looks like it's hard to say though because when you, I guess you're kind of right though. Like in this game, it's so much like
it's slower.
It's slower, but you have more control over it. You have so much more control over where you're moving in this game, it looks like.
I just feel like it eases into where it's supposed to be better.
You just have too much control over where you're going. It's so much fun. That's the thing, like no matter what game I watch or play, every time I come back to this game, the one on the left, I always am like, God damn, this game is so good. Every time I play something else and come back to it, I'm like, fuck, man, how is this game so good?
You're just jaded, it's all it is.
Yeah. I think this game is really fucking fun. It's so fluent. Can I not get a boost here?
But it seems like they're keeping shiny spawns, robot spawns, everything into this pretty much the same spot.
You can't. I went over the box. Yeah, let's keep replaying it. I like all the models except for SpongeBob himself.
Yeah, SpongeBob's a little weird. I just think he's not necessarily like super boxy, but he's pretty square.
His eyes are his facial features are really small.
Yeah. Like compared to like in the original game, his waist to like the top of his head is a lot smaller compared to the top, and in the new one it's just pretty. Wow, they even like kept the robot's like stomach door opening. That's insane.
Yeah, because it hits his head into its own stomach and then it pops out the center.
Uh-huh.
That's how it's supposed to look.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you can just kind of tell everything looks a bit smaller. I don't know how you just like fix something like that though. The game just feels a little bit claustrophobic. Yeah, it's like more compact. I don't know if that's better design or worse design. It's hard to tell. Because like on one hand, oh look, the bowling thing. Look, that's cool. Check it out.
Oh, for the sock? Yep.
It says coming soon, so I guess that's unfinished. The bubble bolt, that just confirms the powers aren't finished yet. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we have yet to see Cruise Bubble and Bubble Bowl. I think it looks claustrophobic because of the camera, and things are genuinely not like they're not.
I think it is smaller.
It is smaller. It's a smaller game.
I mean, look at when he's standing on top of a tiki. Look at how massive the tikis are in the original game compared to SpongeBob himself. And
yeah,
in
exactly.
The game, they're like almost the same size.
Yeah, they're kind of the same, honestly. I think the tikis are just taller in this game. In the new game, they're taller. I really like the added detail where the grass is, though. It looks like 30 FPS. But again, it's alpha on a console, so doubt it's gonna be 30 when it gets released. Just gotta increase the run speed a little bit, that's all. Let us use the Cruise Bubble and the Bubble Bowl on the same frame. I like that so far, like the fish guy, like they kind of have like the same. They don't really like try to talk to you or anything. They're just kind of just there. I don't know. There's something about that feels like genuine. Oh, well, I have cheats on this file, so he just faces away from me. But you know what I'm saying.
That's one of my favorite little Easter eggs in the original game. The way they face away from you.
Yeah, it's how you tell if you cheated. Could be capture card. You're right, but I don't think it would be capture card quality. I highly doubt.
I think once we see a little more videos surfacing on Twitter, we'll get a little better insight if it's really just 30 right now or not. Because it is a recording that's being streamed. So it's already going through two different things. It'll probably just slow it down naturally.
I like how they address, like, Gary sitting in the field. They put him on this little rock thing. I mean, you can tell they put a lot of time into this terrain. It looks really fucking good. There's just the things that we care about as speedrunners and people who play the game nonstop. We want the physics to feel. This game would be fucking amazing if they just get the damn movement right. If they just get the movement right, it can be so good. That's the thing, is like, I just hope it's good. I hope the movement feels good.
I'm positive they'll end up working with the community.
You think so?
Yeah. I guess I'm more so hopeful, but yeah.
It's really.
I don't see a reason why they
floating. It's really floaty, which is not a problem. Like, this game seems to balance the floaty with the gravity, though. Like, it's got gravity. You can tell it has gravity.
In the new one, is there set jump height, or?
I don't know.
I haven't really seen any difference in height. I feel like it's just kind of one tap and it's all the same.
I'm glad they used the original voice lines, though. I feel like that's all they have. I don't know if they, you know what? It feels like it still feels like it's a low budget game. That's the thing. They might not be able to afford the voice acting to redo some of the voice lines. I feel like it's going to be a straight remake of the original, like staying faithful in a sense. They can't. They probably don't have the budget to get Clancy Brown to do this game. I feel like they're not going to have him. That's just my guess, though. Be awesome if they do, though.
Well, they're adding cut and new content, supposedly, so they kind of have to have voice actors and shit.
That's a fair point, I guess, but I don't know. It's a tough say. It's like small shit like the scripted trampoline. There's not much else to say, I don't think. I think we covered everything. I'm just kind of like scraping for like little stuff that can possibly be I want to see how this ball falls into the water. It just kind of sinks in. Nope, they might fix that, though. That happens in the original game. In the original game, they, like, despawn at some point. But
I thought they, like, fizzle into, like, a little puff of smoke.
yeah, like, they despawn, but they don't... That's not necessarily when they hit the water. I think it's based on a timer. Yeah, it has the original music. You want to hear it?
Spiel so ein bisschen, so einen Grobentwurf. Und den bauen wir eben jetzt voll aus. Und zusätzlich haben wir eben noch einen Multiplayer, on und offline, wo man wirklich mit einem Freund gemeinsam oder einer Freundin gemeinsam Horden von Robotern gemeinsam wegprügeln kann. Weil eben viele Leute, das war einer der Dinge, wo die Leute besonders beim Announcement sich sehr drüber gefreut haben, ist, dass man es einfach gemeinsam spielen kann. Und weil du dann eben vielleicht mit deinen Freunden von damals dich nochmal hinsetzen kannst und das gemeinsam spielen.
It has the original sounds, the original music.
It is very faithful to the original by, like,
Absolutely.
Just, like,
Absolutely, it's faithful, no doubt. I'm just worried about it feeling good.
Yeah.
Another thing that worries me is
if
how
the game feels a little like shit and it's pretty much a spitting image of the original game in every other regard, I will be happy, truthfully.
I want to be able to enjoy it past its casual lifetime, though. That's the thing. It's like, if this is not a fun game to play over and over again, sure, it'll bring a lot of exposure to the community, but it's not going to be long-lived. I'm telling you, man, Steam Workshop is going to be popping for this game, though. First thing people are going to do is try to mod the movement, I'm sure.
First thing that's modded into this game is cruise boosting, like, without doubt.
Not a single doubt, yeah. Which would be really cool, though. Like, even if it doesn't feel like the original, we can still change shit in post if we want to.
We're gonna end up with, like, GTA 4 modding.
I don't know. I'm happy with what I see so far. Everything looks great except for the movement. Just like the small attack things.
Yeah, I don't know really what else could really look for.
Yeah, Steam Workshop, exactly, man. Oh, that's another thing that I just noticed. He doesn't pop up when he bounces on a button or a smaller object, like when you do this shit. Versus this. Like that.
Vertical height after the touchdown.
There's no pop. Which would normally, I guess, like, for a button, yeah, all buttons do that. I don't know how they decide, like, whether you pop on a button or not. I guess if it's like you pop on objects and you slam on terrain, is that what it is? I think that's what it is, because they definitely didn't hard code that. Yeah, Freeze, I wish you were in here, man. Dude, next time, like, there's gonna be another reveal. Yeah, because Seal's looked into the code for the game. He knows, like, that's what it seems like. So if it's like a terrain, that's an easy way of telling if whatever you're slamming on is part of the map or if it's just an object in the game. So I guess for randomizer as well, like if you're doing randomizer, you can tell which things are enlarged or yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, is this thing part of the map? This was placed in the game, obviously. Was this part of the map? Yes. No. No, it's not. Is this part of the map? No. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing, but you can tell that these things, like, you're gonna slam on these things, like not these. This thing. This is part of the map. This was like pre-rendered into the map. You can kind of tell a bit, I suppose. I don't know. These things just look like they're just kind of part of the actual level. Like if you were to rip this level, this would be part of it and the other objects wouldn't be in it. THQ might release this demo, hopefully. I hope so too, man. I really want to fucking talk to these guys and be like, hey, I would love to give you advice on how to make this movement, because Jesus Christ, like this game has so much potential. Like, look at this game. It has so much potential. This game has a lot of potential. I feel bad that my first reaction was like kind of negative. I don't know. What were you thinking when you first saw it?
First thing I saw was honestly, it was really hard to look past the camera. I think it's pretty much what everyone sees first is just the ground.
Yeah, like let's go back to the beginning. That's exactly why I felt this way though, because the first impression you have is that you're just looking at the ground. You're absolutely right. Like, that's so true. Alright. Show me the money.
First thing, it's like, holy shit, it looks really good, and okay.
Second thing is like,
ground.
yeah. Yep. You're hitting the nail on the head. Like, we were hyped, and then
we're like, oh.
Yeah, it's
oh shit, and then
Great Barrier Reef.
When did it really set in for me though?
Probably
the
first time
the attack, yeah, the first time he slammed, the attack moves, and then you get here and you're just like, I'm looking at the ground. And the animation's just like, it's kind of hard, like his face looks kind of weird. The robots are kind of slow.
How floaty it is, and how often you're in the air in the demo. As soon as you're in the air, the camera just fucking tilts downward.
They gotta just make the game faster. It's not fast enough, and the camera's weird. Yo, Kid Sheldon, thank you for the 24. Sorry about that. I was just thanking the sub. Thanks, Kid Sheldon, for the 24 months. Excited to watch some gameplay. Yeah, if you haven't seen this yet, we were just wrapping up. Like we just analyzed the shit out of this thing, and now we're just like kind of wrapping up. I don't know if the camera feels automatic. It just feels like it slowly drifts back into place. I don't know if it's automatic though. The text boxes look really good, by the way. Like really, really good. I love the text boxes in this.
I like the white background. It's really clean.
Yeah, the transparent doesn't really work in the original.
I'm curious what the finished HUD will look like. Because right now it seems pretty clean.
What's up with that jar, though? Like, the jar... Is that what the tartar sauce is going to look like? I want to see what these other robots look like, man. I want to see them reconceptualized.
Fodder kind of... but the hammer looks really good.
I think the fodder is more of its animation than it is, like... I think it's just because it looks like it's animating like shit. That's the reason why it's kind of, like, jarring. The thing about the bubble bash that made me kind of, like, take a step back was the fact that it fucking leaves your head when you go back down. That really bothered me. When I saw that, I'm just like, oh, no. But again,
that's just probably part
that's
of...
pre-alpha, exactly. But, like, as a first impression, it kind of hurts to look at. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, nothing to be...
Wait, really? That's actually a really good point that TD's just made. The robot eyes apparently turn red when they target you.
That's awesome.
That's actually so cool. That's actually really, that's a good eye. I didn't even notice that. That's so cool. Huh. That's awesome.
Seem very alert, which is...
Yeah. Dude, this game has so much potential. I hope it's fucking fun to play. Like, it can look good, but it might not be fun to play. But I really, really hope it's fucking fun to play, man. We know so little about this game right now.
It's kind of weird seeing the flying tikis without the bubble on the bottom.
Why am I regretting not going to this event now? I mean, if I went, my stream would have suffered. And I wouldn't have been able to stream it like this in like a comfortable environment with all you guys here watching. I feel like being here for this is really important. So it's kind of split. I want to be able to play this game at some point, though. And I wish, like, this guy right here, I could have just went out to have been like, hey, I love this game so far, but I have a couple of things I wanted to mention about it that, like, you might want to look at. Like, you know, this guy's the fucking developer of this game. I could have talked to him. That's fair. We did know which stream to watch. Oh, fuck, man. I just want to talk to these guys. I want to talk to these guys so badly. I just genuinely want this game to be really good. The bots don't look like they hit the ground to trigger the death explosion. In the old game, they explode when they hit the ground. Well, they explode. First, the game decides if it's gonna bounce, and if it doesn't bounce, then they explode. But yeah, let's take a look at that. You might be right. You might be onto something there. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell based on looking at it. It looks like it is kind of above the ground. You're right.
For any more videos.
I don't know, because it seems to... It's so hard to tell. It's definitely hitting the ground. It just looks weird because the particle effects are above the ground, I guess. I think it's
if there aren't rubber duckies, I'm gonna
see.
scream.
Look, see how he hits the wall. See that? Hits the wall. They collide with the walls in the ground. That's definitely confirmed. Not sure if you're interested, but found a few in-game screens from people attending Gamescom. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. Let me check on Twitter for a second. Whew, lad.
It's a lot to take in for how little it is.
I know, right? That's why this is fun, because there's a lot of, like, if so many questions, you know?
One slight thing I worry about is if they're being faithful for the game, I wonder if they're favoring to be faithful towards level design and, like, aesthetics over feel.
I think it's really hard to nail the feel of a game you haven't played too much. That's the thing. Like, I would really love to offer them advice on how to, like, make the game feel. Like, they're doing a great job with how it looks, don't get me wrong. But it just looks like it doesn't feel right, you know? It sounds weird saying that, but that's what we've been talking about for the past hour. So I would love to be like, hey, I'd like to test how the game feels, because do you think the game developers still care about how games feel, though? It's all about how games look nowadays. Like,
No,
do you really think they're going to care if I'm like, yeah, you can't bubble, you should be able to stall in the air with a bubble wand? Like, it's a SpongeBob game. I feel like most people aren't going to understand, like, this game is going to be played by people who are in their 20s, you know?
I don't think that's necessarily true, because, like, one of my favorite games came out last year, and it's Dead Cells. It's has one of the most fluid movements in games I've played in a long time, and it came out fucking last year.
But I'm saying in the context of, like, this is a game that people are designing it, they might think it's, like, you know, intended for children. Like, does it really matter how the game feels if it's made for kids? That's just a thought in the back of my head. Also, I love that they fucking got rid of the stupid still cutscene here. That is a big improvement.
They got rid of it for the barrels, too.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I think that cinematics are fine, but don't make them too long. In the original game, they're really long. At least we have skips for them in the speedrun, but
Can't wait to see
really
Ferris
long.
Wheel.
I feel like the cinematics just aren't finished yet. That's another thing, too.
Maybe.
I feel like they had to include this one because it was iconic, but yeah.
But it would make sense if they cut the small ones. Certain ones, like when like swingers come down to like show where they are in the level, make sense to have.
Yeah. But if it's
But
right in front of you, then it shouldn't.
Yeah, like having the thing where the fodders are and right after Gary makes no sense to have it.
Where's I lost it? I lost it. I lost it. Here it is. Yeah, you're kind of right. The fodders do look kind of meh, but I think that's mostly by I think it's because they're so big. It's not because they look bad. It's because they're big and they're animated strangely.
Well, right. It's like they have a really thin neck compared to how big their head and body are. It's just kind of weird. But, you know, it's just literally some stupid shit to nitpick over where it doesn't matter.
I guess they are kind of big in the original. They're actually taller than him. Just as tall. I want to see some death animations too, by the way.
All I know is I better see a sink, a rubber ducky, and whatever the hell the other thing is fly out of.
There are a lot of things. There's an Atari joypad that falls out too.
That's the other one, right? Is it just those three, or are there more?
There are like bolts and like weird shit. There's a lot of weird shit that falls out.
Someone's saying to check Twitter DMs for more footage / pictures.
Okay. Okay, we got some new pictures.
Curious to see if there's a picture of King Jellyfish.
There is. Right here.
Oh, really? Hell yeah.
Yep, there's King Jellyfish. Here's the place where I guess you play it. That's pretty cool artwork.
That's awesome.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Look at this. Ready? Wait.
I see Monsoon.
I see. That confirmed. Confirmed. They changed its design. They changed the design of the robot. I like Monsoon's redesign. But yeah, they changed the design of the tartar sauce guy. Also, just a side note. Shit. I absolutely hate this. I fucking hate this. I think this looks terrible. I saw it on the cover. I think this looks fucking terrible. It looks.
There's no way in hell that's what it looks like.
There's no fucking way that's what this looks like.
Right, because there's no buttons and shit on it either.
But it looks goofy. It looks genuinely goofy. Like
it looks way too fucking happy for what it is.
It looks like it's just.
It doesn't look like it's a robot for what the picture is.
There's something about this one that just feels so much more intimidating. I think it's because it has like the stupid rough patches on its side. Like, you see how it has like the little like the metal sheets that are stuck to it that give it more of like a rough kind of feel.
Plus, like in the mouth, there's like that grill. Not really a grill, but like mesh.
Yeah,
Plus, like the biggest thing is you can see inside of the thing through its eyes.
That's another.
That's absolutely.
But I was gonna mention that, but I feel like that's not like a big thing that would make it look less intimidating. I don't know. I feel like either way.
Look at the nose.
Because on the
nose.
on the 360 version, it looks just as fine, but you can't see inside because of the transparency glitches. I think it looks fine without the transparency, but there's something about it that's just off. I think his eyes are just fucking tiny. See, SpongeBob looks good in this picture, by the way. You guys can't see it because I have it cropped, but SpongeBob looks good in this picture. All the characters look good in this picture, but in the actual game, I don't like the way SpongeBob looks.
I think his face is just a little too small, but
in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
But he looks more like his actual shape in this image, though. Like, I really like this art right here, except for the, like if you cut this out, let's just get rid of this. I like this.
He kind of looks like a meth head, but other than that, yeah.
I think Sandy looks fine. I think Sandy's fine. I think there are a lot of... It has a lot of potential. It has a lot of fucking potential. Just because you can see it, like, also, I really also hope they don't put this giant robot in the start screen, because it spoils the entire game. Like, it's a remake, sure, but you can't spoil what's at the end of the game. This is a big spoiler. You can't do that. That's a spoiler. Also, look, it says press start, so that's why I'm saying it's a spoiler, because it says press start.
Yeah, you can see the chomp bot right next to Patrick behind the fodder.
Yeah.
What other ones can you see in the back? Is that a glove? Or is that just another chomp? Hmm.
Because I think that having the robot on the title screen is just like a really bad idea. Just because it's one of those things where you get into the game not having... The whole thing is that you have no idea what's inside the Chum Bucket lab, and that just kind of spoils the whole thing. I think another thing too that's kind of weirding me out is that you can't see the giant robot's pants. So it looks like a giant yellow brick with the face on it. I think that's what it is. That's another thing that's kind of creeping me out a little bit. It also looks too smooth to be a robot. I mean,
yeah, I mean that's
when he hits you, he laughs. I guess. Like, you're right. You can see the grills in his face. You're right.
And like on the nose, you can see it like in two different bits, and on the art representation, it's just a little nub.
I'm just looking for more shit to dissect. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, man, milk it while you can. Might as well. It's insane. I think I'm fine with the Tartar overhaul. I just think it needs to have like the liquid property that it has, where it like sloshes all around and shit.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I think if it keeps like the same like essence, it'll be fine. Because that's what's really unique about because they're robots, but they all have personality. Turtle says more images and DMs.
All right. Fucking love this game. It's just so.
I cannot get over the hammer cutscene.
Good. It's just so good. Like this, I fucking love this game. More images. Oh yeah, right. Okay, let's look at the other ones. Here's another one. Whoa, there are a lot of setups here. Holy shit. There are a lot of setups here. Look at that.
Holy shit.
And look at that.
That's a lot of jellyfish fields.
A lot of 20-year-olds playing this game. And older, too. People fucking love this shit, dude.
Dude, I'm fucking excited.
How many of these people do you think have seen a speedrun of this game? Half? Maybe not. Because they're here for Gamescom, and they're just like, oh, it's SpongeBob, I'll check it out. Yeah, that probably makes more sense.
Maybe. I mean, I doubt most people there, they're focused.
Oh, this is on PC. Oh, shit, this is on PC. It looks better on PC.
PC will probably be 60 FPS before the others.
This looks way better on PC. Oh my god, this looks so much better on PC.
Look at how good the box looks.
Okay, here we go. This is the real shit. Okay, actually, this is PC with Xbox One.
PC with Xbox.
Yeah, this Xbox One controller. But, like, this looks so much better than what we just saw. Holy fuck, this looks so much better.
Just look at the lighting. SpongeBob's kind of, like, insanely yellow, but... Wow.
I'm fine with that. He's not orange. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's a sunset. I was legit like it looked like the fan made mod, the lighting on the other one.
When it first was revealed, everyone was like, "No Life 4 Part 2."
Yeah, true. I mean, it's pretty bright, but that's kind of what we expect. All right,
It's probably bright because it's a phone picture of a screen. So considering that.
Oh no, I was talking about. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. This is the PC version. The PC version looks really fucking good.
I'm sure the PC version is getting worked on first, and then it'll be ported to the consoles.
This is the real shit. Okay, now this is just so much better. Fuck, why didn't we get this first? Why didn't they just show us this?
Does the sign say something? Or is that a coming soon?
Coming soon, yeah. Because the box isn't finished yet. Okay,
Right.
this just looks so. This screenshot has so much promise in it. The PC version is definitely going to be the one to play. Oh my god, it looks so good.
And what's going to be great is you can just plug in a controller now. Doesn't fucking matter what controller, you can just
No,
plug it in.
yeah. Oh god, fuck. It looks so good. The water looks so good. Everything about this looks so good. They just need to fix the goddamn animations and the movement. If they fucking make the movement good, this game's gonna be amazing, man. Oh my god. But compare that to what we just watched, like... God. Like, what am I looking at here? It looks so dark and gross. Like, compare that to what we just saw. This versus this. This
The colors are toned down.
versus
It's a lot less
this.
vibrant.
This is why I had a bad impression. Like, it looks like it's sunset.
That's exactly what it is. It's just sunset.
Day-night cycles? Day-night cycles? Nah, they wouldn't do that. But seriously, like, this is the reason why I was so fucking worried about it. But it looks so much better when you compare the two images.
I think really what it is the rendering of the VOD and then streamed just fucks it. I honestly think that's what it is.
Okay. I'm not worried anymore about this. The only thing I'm worried about is the movement. I fucking... Because in the... You saw the... I'll bring it up again. Like, even in this... This is the... Oh my god, I dropped my controller. Like, it still looks really smooth. It still looks smooth in the original. Like, yeah, it's got a lot of graphic glitches and so forth, but this game still looks smooth. They just gotta fix the movement. That's it. the graphics are fine. They're on the right track with the graphics, but like, it
I
doesn't.
don't think there's a way that the movement will end up being super stiff when you have something in the game like SpongeBall. That is such unique movement. You cannot have that be stiff.
You got a good
If
point.
SpongeBall ends up being stiff, the game's fucked.
But this looks pretty similar to what we're playing right now. Like, this is not that much different. That's why I'm worried, is I feel like the engine's just trash. Man, this is like...
SpongeBall is now what I'm the most interested and hopeful for.
We're watching 2002 footage of this game we're playing in 2019. This game looks really fucking... It looks really fun to play, even in its early development. But the movement still looks smooth in this version.
That's the video.
What are you watching?
That's just what you have playing right now.
Oh, okay. They're on the right track. That's for sure. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Unreal Engine 4 is built on a lot of games.
Is this Unreal Engine 4?
I'm pretty certain. Like, Fortnite is, fucking... A lot. Yoshi's Crafted World. Huh. Right.
How do you know it is, though?
Pretty sure they announced that.
Unreal Engine 4? The developer said it was Unreal Engine 4. They said it's Unreal Engine 4. Okay, cool. So it's Unreal Engine 4. Guess that settles it. What else runs on that engine? The hand comes from the top. I like how he just fucking clips through. God, this game is always bugged. This is the OG cruise bubble. He just fucking clips through the ground, dude. This game was always fucked. He just lags right through the ground.
Wasn't the original Goo Lagoon like the most buggy piece of shit?
Copyright music. Dude, there are such small things about this that, like, you can tell the difference between the finished product. Like, just not the graphics, but the movement. Like, the way his second jump works. It's just, it feels so much. Also, you can see he's, like, clipping here. This game is always...
You can see him going back
and
forth.
Oh, I fucking love it. I love this game, dude.
Shit.
You can see right there. That's like... This shit is used, like, that's an L clip. You can fucking L clip.
All you need is one L
Dude,
press and that's just going right through.
I bet I can do that, like, right now. Like, if I just go there. I could fucking do this shit right now. This L clip from, like, 2002. Bet this works now. Okay.
Oh, I wonder if they moved him back to prevent that.
It looks like he's moved back a little bit.
Yeah. They found one.
What would you even do with an L clip here, though?
Nothing. Get stuck. Could you reboot clip through that door?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sure there's nothing inside.
Yeah, boot clip. Boot clip boys.
I'm so fucking relieved.
Me too. The only thing we have to worry about is the game
The movement.
is the movement.
And honestly, it's not even something we can really worry about right now, which is insane.
My first impression was bad. I don't know how it was though. It looks fine. Like after seeing the screenshots, like okay, hold on. Let me show you guys what this game is supposed to look like.
I think since we know the game so inside out, seeing the remake in its current form is very polarizing in the first view.
There's like a huge shift. Yeah, it looks more like this. Yeah, this is more of what it looked like in the screenshot. Do you see the difference though?
The watercolor looks a lot better.
Like
everything just looks more correct.
I don't know. It looks more like this. This is more of like what it looks like. You can tell the difference, like.
Oh, you want to know another thing I just noticed is they kept up the tradition of showing other levels in the background. You could see the jellyfish slide.
Yeah.
In the back. I don't know about shit like Sand Mountain or anything.
Sand Mountain is pretty enclosed.
You can still see the peaks. Like, I see the sea needle and shit.
I'm about to boot clip into this wall. Make sure I don't want to waste my L presses. I don't want to waste my L presses. I think I wasted them. You only have like 6, don't you?
I thought it was 5. The first one seemed to go right in, but yeah, Gary like popped you out.
I think it's because you're actually not even close. The sand is like a lot of sand. The thing's on like an angle. Yeah, you really probably can't clip in here, but you could probably clip through like this shit. Huh. Well, anyway, I don't know. I feel like that's all there really is to talk about. That was really fun. This is going to be on YouTube in like a couple of hours. Yeah, I had a good time. Hopefully you guys are excited about this. I'm excited about it too. After thinking about it and watching what we have so far, I think there's a lot to look forward to. It looks a lot better than what I expected, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, but the animations they're in pre-alpha. They're not anywhere near ready yet. Oh, check DMs again. Okay, hold up. This is kind of cool. They got a lot of stuff for this game, man. They know people want to see this shit. They know it's the main event. They know it's the main event. There's not really much more shit, though. It's just like, you know. It's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I really wish I could have played this game, but at the same time, I'm glad that I was able to stream it here. Oh, this is a good point here. This person says, during the gameplay footage of Be Rehydrated, they said Patrick's Traum, which is German for Patrick's Dream, which most likely means we're getting the classic ice cream sundae Patrick's Dream cut from the original game or whatever. So that's good too. I like that.
I'm excited to see that. Patrick's Dream. It's funny to see the just black nothing, but having another level is gonna be cool.
Yeah, especially because it breaks the formula where every level up until then you only have one other character you can switch to in the level. And SpongeBob's Dream is kind of like the finale for the game. Like you can play both SpongeBob, you can play Patrick and Sandy in the level.
Right, in the different sub areas of Dream. Yeah.
According to my German,
Dream
that's what they
is such a
said.
unique level.
Patrick's Dream will be returning, huh?
I know.
Well, yeah,
Dave said he's gonna translate the entirety of the gameplay footage.
Cool. And we're getting some more tomorrow as well. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got an idea. Let's raid THQ Nordic because they're streaming. I feel like it's appropriate.
They know.
Let's just do it. Send them the viewers. Alright, guys, we're going to spam them with dabs. Shift dabs.
Nah, we gotta hit him with the salute.
Salute. Oh, yeah, we'll give them the
salute and dab.
Give them the salute and dab, boys. Give them a big fat raid. These guys are doing God's work by bringing this game back from the dead. Let's give them some positivity. Give them the raid. They're playing Destroy All Humans right now. Another game people are excited for. I'll reach out to these guys and see if they'll let me like give some input on it. I wanna help with the movement because who better than a speedrunner to help with like the most intricate shit that the game has. Even though it's not important for casuals, I think it's really important overall that the game is really fun to play for everybody. Like the streamer, if it's not good for a streamer, then it's not going to be good for like longevity and keeping the game alive. So I want to keep this game. I want this game to be really good, really playable, and be around for a long time. So hopefully we get that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go raid THQ Nordic. Peace.